Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beef Reacts. Hi, I'm here. This is where I am now. That doesn't make any sense, but hello. As you can see, behind me, there is a green screen from when I was playing a video game last week. Oh, I'm tired. I just had to see my friend's comedy show in New York last night. A lot of fun. It was pretty dope. Highly recommend seeing comedy. Now, I will say it this way. You'll see stand-up comedians, you'll see a lot of novice ones that haven't been doing it for a while. Like, obviously I'm biased towards my friend, but also he has done 5 open mics every single week since he started college, or since, like, COVID back in, like, 2020. So, I mean, he has, like, 3 years under his belt, so, like, I think he did a lot better than everyone else. But I feel like your natural reaction is to always go up there or look at the people up there and be like, I could do that better than them. And it's the bravado, it's real. But in the same regard, you haven't, I haven't, so it's kind of rude. I am fucking sleepy and goddamn do I look horrible with it. Oh, you ever like look in the mirror and feel and just ask yourself who is that beast looking back at you? And then you realize that it's not being recorded, and then now it is being recorded, so now you need to look at the beast that is yourself. At least your voice is kind of sexy, though. Let's jump into this. This is an epic rap battle of history. Henry Ford versus Karl Marx. I'm not a big Karl Marx guy. Mostly because of, like, you read his history. Like, a lot of the critiques ended up being the foundational way for, like, a minimum wage and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But then, like, you get down and you're like, oh, he lived off his best friend's dad's money his entire fucking life and didn't really practice what he preached. Also was like kicked out of every major country that he went into. And you're like, yeah, you know, maybe as an economist, not the greatest. Maybe as an economist, not the greatest. Cultural revolutionary might be better, all right? Like, it's weird to see him as an economist when, like, I don't even think that was his thing. Like, I don't think he ever was like, oh, no, this is how an economy should run. Well, like, I guess he was, but, like, that wasn't... I'm trying to think of the word. It wasn't an economist... Like, philosopher? He was, like, more of a philosopher than, like, an economist, I think, would be his own, like, thought process. But, like, comparing that with Henry Ford, they really just took two not great people and just put them against each other. So I'm kind of hyped for it. Low-key, hype as fuck. With a banger beat.
Mr. Motor City needs some medicine. Red, my lines are a production. Your lines are bred. Disassembling timepieces is how I got my start now. I'll speak tear your ideology apart. You
King!
Not the workers, free the class slaves. Lose your change, trade them in for mass grave. I was Stalin. Wow, appalling mounds of body bag. When a world leader likes you, that's a red flag. I produce with my 2 hands. You're a destitute tramp. Scheming to trade bootstraps in for food stamps. Any person tried to seize my private property will catch a torn prez to his private parts properly.
Alright, I'm not gonna cap. Henry Ford's coming out with fucking bar after bar right now. Like, I don't know how Marx responds to this. Like, immediately insults him for resulting in multiple genocides, insults him for everything. You ever talk to someone who's like a full-on commie? I have. It's pretty fun. They're not bad people. They always think they're gonna run the world, though, which is like the weird part when it's like, what if the means of production that you now own, what if it requires you to work in, you know, the fields, till the fields? You gonna do that? And the assumption is that their brain power is just so strong and large and genius that they that they're just gonna run it. And it's like, all right, cool, do it. It's awesome. I fucking love them. And by the way, I can't make this clear enough. I have no dog in this race. I don't care. I make content to entertain people. And whatever allows me to do that the easiest, I will gladly support. That is it. Thank you.
Takes advice from a broke slob. It's laughable. I wouldn't wipe my tailpipe with your DOS capital. If you'd saved a penny for his daughter you named Jenny, you might not have needed to bury quite so many.
Who's that proud young Hungarian, heavy drinking card carrying, future thinking legal leather income proletariat? It's KARL MARX, a very rhinestone. I'm dropping you like Hitler dropped your name in Mein Kampf. Backcodes of didn't cause mass grave. We did get that from books, but you didn't read shit. Your self-made man studies them from a tourist. Your nannies to hands gave you a...
Wait, did he say greed caused mass graves? Okay, okay. What? I think the problem is that in your own literature, and mind you, I haven't read, like, Marx in a bit. I shouldn't say I haven't read Marx in a bit, more like, it's just, isn't the whole point you go, like, the proletariat needs to wake up, revolutionize, do an entire central power, and then the central power is supposed to give it back to the people. So, like, socialism is the next logical step to create a command economy. The command economy then tells out, disperses, and tells everyone what to do. And then after it tells everyone what to do, it's like, all right, we no longer need people to rule the world, which goes against, like, 5 naturalistic laws of reality. Mostly the Pareto principle, which is that 20% is always going to somehow produce 80% of any gain. You can see that in animals. You can see that in flowers. You can see, it's like a fractal. You just see it. If you gave everyone $100, you're gonna have 20% of people like have more money by the end of it than 80%, just by the naturalistic way of like how animals and the world works with, like, I think it's like the Pareto principle. But like, I don't think it was greed. I think it was the people up top being like, you need to make corn, to farmers who knew that corn couldn't be fucking made right now. I think that was it. And then when people started producing more, specifically in Russia, you fucking murdered all of them. That was a problem. That's not a problem with Karl Marx. That's just, but it's also not a problem with greed. It's like the byproduct of like what power plus command really does to other people when you take away their ability to make free choices for not only themselves, but crazy. I don't know why I'm going into a philosophical debate here with nobody. It's odd. It's an odd thing for beef to be doing, specifically when it's like, you know, people that are like very, very into communism are often super freaking smart, and I'm not. Like, I'm not smart. I don't think I am. I'm just pointing out that, like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't think it was greed that killed all those people. I think it was the starvation.
But you didn't read shit. Your self-made man studies them from a tourist. Your nannies to hands gave you a free fun. You were the first of 6 kids till the 7th killed your mother. Maybe that's why you spied on your workers like Big Brother. Your Model D, total lack of style is killing me. They can take shit from you according to ability. Do what your first car can't and back up. Beating me like your city in Brazil. Nuts!
Don't step that close without some beer shampoo, son. You lived in Cologne. Look like you could've used some. I drip a style like a dipstick drips oil. You look as sick as your chronic dick boil. I'm mass-producing abuse on a utopian hobo. I'm throwing you for loops like the F of my logo. I gave men work, you brought nothing but harm. Take your bourgeois pig shit back to Animal Farm.
The factory conditions were bleak. Crabbing machines cranking out 4 severed fingers a week. You controlled what employees could think, drink, and eat. And when they marched for better wages, shot them dead in the street. In truth, what you produced were alienated working men who would clock into Detroit and lose themselves like Eminem. And now your Great Lakes state ain't exactly a great sight. You were West of Michigan and Flint's water pipes.
I will point out that Henry is throwing bomb after bomb. Karl's just kind of laying down facts, which is true. Henry Ford is a fucking monster. But he's not really diss-rapping.
About impression, don't leave me impressed. You're not hot, Karl, that's just shit on your chest. For a man to state less, you got an awful lot to say. I'll pay you $5 a day to go away. Bloody Angles bankrolled you with this textile bill. I guess the capitalists are cool when they're paying your bills. You're a hypocrite, a nitwit, a slub a substance issue. Step off your soapbox, take the soap with you.
Look, dummy, shedding money is the communist vision. Engels' bank was the crank that got the revolution spinning. We gave everything to see the common people advance. I'm so down for the cause, I even pawned my own pants. You grew so out of time.
Did you share any of your wealth with anyone else? Genuine question.
You sabotage your only kid. It's a stomach cancer, showed more love than you did. So congrats, your legacy is in ashes. Remembered as the fascist sympathizing cause of climate change and car crashes. From your newspaper to your Nazi factory, cross the pond. Frankly, Hank, it's clear on which side you are on. This battle's been applauded like that hemorrhage in your head. I leave a floor as expected, found on road dead.
Now here's the thing. I'm pretty biased. Right? I'm pretty biased in my own way. I think Henry Ford just had better bars. Key. I also think it's hilarious because if you just read a biography in the history of Karl Marx, bro was kicked out of France post French Revolution, and like they really only had one thing. They're like, listen, Karl, you can come here. This is your political asylum. We know you were kicked out of Germany or Austria, wherever the fuck you were kicked out of. You were kicked out of like 3 different countries, but like, you can come here. We'll gladly take you. You just cannot own a newspaper. Like, just shut the fuck up for a couple of years. And he was like, bet. And then he comes in and immediately starts a fucking newspaper. I love how he starts the Frankfurt School, and like Ford immediately is just like, yeah, weren't you bankrolled by your best friend Engels' like textile factory? And he was like, it's all about sharing wealth, dummy. And it's just like that wasn't a response. That's just proving the allegation true. I think ERB. I don't think this video is gonna do well with people that genuinely love like the works of Karl Marx and like the writings of Karl Marx. And they're probably going to come off of it like they didn't portray him right, which is completely a fair and accurate thing to say. Like, it is completely fair and accurate. But that's just me. Comment down below what your favorite famous quote is. I've actually always really enjoyed the Adam Smith. A lot of people rag on the Wealth of Nations, but they typically skip over the first part where it's like the only way the whole capitalist system works is if there's like a very common shared moral principle among everyone. So like, if everyone makes the decision, yeah, murder's not really cool, then like it doesn't become a race to the bottom. Like, as long as you have that shared moral framework, like you like get there. But he does say like one line where he's like, now the street sweeper's son can have the exact same opportunity as the prince's son, which I always thought was a cool line. That's pretty cool. The Black Rock, it's like, the innocent until proven guilty. Like, I like historical quotes, and I like how a lot of them, like, there's like a whole conspiracy theory, which is pretty cool too, where it's like, magic is real, but like, it doesn't exist in the way that you think it does. Like, it's more of like a generational type thing. So like, your sentences, your speech, cast things into into existence, which is why you end a you sentence something when you speak, and like you spell something into existence when you write. It's kind of cool. It's a cool concept. Is it true? Fuck no. But is it interesting? Yeah, totally. It'd be interesting if like when Jesus was like, "Blessed are the meek, for they inherit the world." It's like that was a spell. Like he just casted some fucking magic right there. That'd be cool. Not true, but it'd be cool. Either way, thank you so much for watching. If you don't mind, just like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm sure this video is gonna have some type of mixed reviews because I talk a lot of rap. Obviously, if you're not a fan, Julio, with it, expect it. If you are, dope. My brain is not really working. Have not been getting a lot of sleep lately, is what it is. But bye-bye. Hope you have a good one. And